Hey. So, yes, since the stepdaughter has been in town with her 3 children and her husband, my husband has been oddly energized and friendly and chatty. But you have to be careful of those landmines. But it's been nice. It's been nice to see him have some positive input and feel like he has purpose. You know, that's been good. That's been really good to see. So there's a little snippet I'm going to go ahead and add. I haven't added it yet because I had to shut it off because I never know what he's going to say. But it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Yes. So I don't know if I told you this. I started to mention it in a recent video. Is that when I had Facebook, it was hard to tell what he was going to see as personal information that he did not want me to share versus something that he thought was funny. And then with all the COVID stuff and politics, I decided to get off Facebook because, well, I get on that. I have no filter. I have no patience. And I just would send off messages because I could back up my information with references, scientific references, not just some bully saying some crap, you know? It's like I can scientifically prove what certain things are and what they were used for until they started disappearing off the internet. And I had some of my favorite people on the planet arguing with me. Oh, it was just horrible. So I was like, you know what? Forget that. And then, I kind of repeat myself, but it's just good timing. And then I saw Rose, her channel, because I was kind of trying to figure out some new makeup. My skin was changing, and I think I put in makeup over 50. Then I think I put in makeup over 60. And there's all these women with no freaking wrinkles. They look 30 and 40 years old, if not younger. So makeup after 70. And then I got a couple women who had actual wrinkles on their face and who could actually steer you towards reasonable, excuse me, reasonable makeup with reasonable expectations. And Rose was my go-to girl. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. So that was awesome. Now, I don't do my makeup like her, of course. I don't have that much patience. But I get good makeup tips, especially with it was what I was looking for back then was some inexpensive moisturizer and foundation. That was a big thing for me. And I'm always looking for a lipstick. Always looking for a lipstick. Oh, you being such a good boy. It's one of the many. That was the stuffed animal for Molly. She played again yesterday just for a couple seconds. Man. Frankie. I have makeup to put on. I think I only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to just try to put it just in the eyelashes. that when you're a baritone. So I was trying to think of that mascara that girl was using. It's one off of the TV commercial, so. You want to know what's interesting? Is at the party that I went to, there were a couple people who haven't been friendly to me in ages. And they've been so friendly. I was so happy. I mean, one was a little teenager, but she used to be so friendly and sweet to me when she was a little girl. So when she quit talking to me, I was just heartbroken. Oh, wasn't I, baby? And then the host of the party, well, my favorite aunt-in-law quit going because she just didn't feel welcome. And I told her I wouldn't go either if my husband did, because there's usually no one for me to talk to, and the host barely says hello. I mean, she's got her certain favorites that are there, but she's pretty stuck on her own family usually, and I don't know why anybody else is invited. So, but anyway, last night she was friendly. I was really surprised. And so happy about it. So happy about it. You know, when you go to these family reunions, they're once a year. It's the only time you see these people. And you decide how you're going to participate. You decide why you're even there, you know? And sometimes people get invited, I suppose, just because they have to invite them? I don't know. Kind of like the people you invite to a wedding even though you don't want to, I guess. So, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Who cares? You know, just don't big deal it. Just don't big deal it. This is a eyebrow mascara that Timu told me to just keep. Unless I didn't return it because I thought it was okay. Can't remember. But I have a Timu haul I'm going to do when I have some more time. You know, I love my shopping therapy. And I love the ability to return. Yes, yes, yes. We'll see. Oh, look at those crazy eyelashes or eyebrows. Crazy, 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 crazy. Especially the ones that grow overnight. It's like, how in the heck did that one get that long since I trimmed him, what, 2 days ago? It's crazy. I don't care who you are. Okay, so one of the things that I told you I'm doing is I'm getting back to basics on my mental health. Because there are some people who've been role modeling what it's like when you get off your mental health regimen. It's not pretty. And I about lost it, I'm telling you. I can't believe left my own house. Well, I went outside. Got out of my own house. That's how mad I was. So, I guess the big thing was that I needed, every morning that I didn't know what time they were coming, and I'd have to text them and ask and then wait for a response if I got one. And, you know, it was just so aggravating. And then my morning readings kind of fell to the side. My quiet time for meditation went to the side. What I kept trying to do was at least get the dogs out for a run. I did keep that up pretty good before they got here. So I started talking about a personal inventory the other day. I don't know if I posted that video or if I just deleted it, but it's taking stock in what's important to you, what's not important to you, what's useful to you, what's not useful. So if you're in recovery and you want to have the kind of stability in your recovery where you can get back on track as soon as possible if you slip off, you have to know what's working and what's not working. Because not everything was bad. I mean, one thing that was good was I had 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes of exercise every day by going out and having a little walk with the dogs. And sometimes I would even do a little sprint just to show off to myself. And when I say little sprint, I mean like 20 feet. Yeah, so don't be jealous. Nothing to be jealous of here. So that's sort of where I was going with that daily inventory. Is what am I doing that's useful? What am I doing that's not useful? One of the tools that I used already this morning that I hadn't had for a while was a stop thought, change thought, but I do stop thought, no thought, because clearing my mind is better than changing it from a negative to a positive. That's true. That's what research shows. Frankie, either get up here or quit your whining. That's your two choices. Otherwise, go do you. Yeah, and I'm not as worried about him either. He's my dog, and if he wants to sulk, he can sulk. I mean, I was taking everything too seriously. That's the truth. Oh, he's crawling under the bed. Oh, look at you, little butt. Give him a little push. That's so funny. Oh my God, he's so freaking cute. I know, I say I don't care. He can take care of himself, but I weaken every time. But I did get so strung out and then feeling so relieved that I got so relaxed the other day, I forgot to feed the dogs. And I don't know why, but the spouse said, "Did you feed the dogs?" I was like, I wanted to say, of course. And I was like, I did not. So, I got my booty up. Fed no dogs. Where's my puppy? Oh, so funny when he's crawling under bed. Can you hear him? Scooch, scooch, scooching. What you doing, Frankie? Aw. My problem is I put on just a little too dark. But I don't know how to not put it on too dark. Maybe I just need a different color, but where's my boy? Oh, did you make it out? Hi, you made it out. Oh, you made it out, baby. Hi. Hi. I'm so glad you made it out. Because it was dangerous and scary. Okay. Yeah, go see what's going on, babe. Go check it out. So I don't know if I told you that I realized I may be actually losing hair right here. Maybe not on this side as much. Or maybe it's just my imagination. I can't tell. So, I don't know. I might try another mascara if I can remember what she was trying. If I see the commercial, I'll remember it. Because it was one of those newer mascaras that's got the name that makes it sound like it would be amazing. So, I might try it. I wanted to try, hey, did any of you all try that Thrive mascara that was supposed to be truly lengthening and thickening and all that? But I didn't try it because I don't need it bad enough to spend, what was it, $30? I can't remember. It's like I like that maquillage makeup as well, but I don't want to spend $50 on foundation. I go through too much. And even if I could use less, I'd rather play around with 5 different kinds than one, even though it works great. Just because I like playing with makeup. It's what I do for fun. I can't afford $50 for maquillage. If I want to really enjoy makeup. And if I spilled it, oh my God, I'd be so upset. Have you ever spilled makeup? Well, I did once or twice. Back when it was CoverGirl. CoverGirl was more liquidy. And back then didn't have a pump. And so I can tell you that it was good makeup. It was good makeup. And it was hard to clean up. It was. It was hard to clean up. See, I think this mascara, once it dries down a day or two, I mean, once you leave the cap off for a day or two, you don't do that because yours might get bacteria in it, get an infection, and then you might get crazy and sue somebody. So you don't do that. What I do is I take the lid off a day or two so it can kind of start drying up. Because usually I don't like mascara until it gets to the bottom. Well, by then it's full of bacteria, still half full. Ooh, some of those eyelashes are gonna be fighting with each other because the way they're poking into each other. They're getting a little wild. So I'm gonna have to pull some out right now. Right now. Don't come in here with your dog feet, boy. Oops. Yep. Whoops. I say if it's in your way, pull it out. It's making a mess, but on it. Some of these wild eyelashes interfering with my Gallo. There we go. Get the worst of them. I'm going to encourage you too, if you ever have a bad day, and I think of Vanessa. Check out her channel. But when you think about when I think about Vanessa, I think, what a sweet, strong young woman. And at the same time, it reminds me of when I was single and growing into who I was. I didn't have a child, but I had a business and a full-time job and a part-time job most of the time. Crazy dating scenarios. Oh my God. And there were good days and bad days. Sometimes I just was so lonely, but most of the time I always had a go bag packed. I always enjoyed taking off by myself. Exploring. I had no trouble taking off by myself when I was young. Now, it terrifies me. Yeah, now it's not something I want to do at all. I wish I had more time, but I know the spouse wants to get out of the house to get over to Nanny's so we can visit with the babies. And I want to do that as well, but because it's just the best trip we've ever had. I've only been around my spouse for about 10 years. And I've only been around her a few times because she lives so far away. Maybe 10 times because of trips and holidays. They come up here about once a year, and we've taken a couple trips down there, and there's also been weddings and things like that, but that's not enough time to bond. So now that she seems so open, it's like, oh, now I know why so many people like her, because I didn't understand it for a while. Not that it was any of my business. That's how I looked at it. I was just like, it's none of my business. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And that baby, oh, heaven. Some people have the sweetest babies. Yeah, so I was thinking how impressed and proud I am of people who aren't me that are doing so great in life in subtle ways. You don't have to do great in life by being a big bang. You do great in life by accepting this is life and what am I going to do with it? What's the next best thing I can do with it? How can I enjoy it? How can I help someone else? I don't know. Because sometimes, you know, there's some of us who just say, this is life? Really? Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's so hard. And sometimes it's like, you get on the other side and you want to go, well, it's over and done with. Let's sweep it under the rug. Let's pretend it didn't happen. And you know what? Everything's good now, so let's get over it. But I take my hard times seriously so I can learn from them. Yeah. Do I want to just get over it? Yes. But I'm telling you what, I was so down that I was shocked. Because I just don't, man, I don't, it's not my personality to be that mad that long. That oppressed that long. And I haven't felt that in a long time. It has been worse. I have gone through worse stages than that. But it hasn't been for a very long time. So that's why it's such a great learning experience for me to realize I'm better. I don't have to go to that long stretch in that dark spot. But it was bad enough for me to realize I'm capable of it if I don't keep on track with the things that make me feel like I belong here on the planet. Like life is worth living. Like life is actually beautiful. And that the smallest things can bring joy. You know, like our pups. Like Ted with his little tongue. Plum's puppy. Oh my God, I can just see it. I wish I could see it. Anyway, I guess I better get going. I'm holding up the show. So, I would keep looking out the window because it's so beautiful and I have this great big tree right there. Such a big nugget. All right. Thank you for your support and encouragement and love. I really appreciate it. I just want you to know that. All right. Bye for now. Mwah.